Hi there, all my Pisces and Pisces rising friends all around. This is Kimberly Knox, KK, your astrologer, and I thank all of my clients all over the world and all of my readers. So this has been a year that I've been doing my YouTube channel here and watching it grow. Being able to share my passion with you directly through this medium is very exciting. So please share my information, and if you do love sharing time with me, please subscribe to my channel so that you get notifications right away. So what we talk about on a once a month basis is what are the hot dates for you going forward in the months. You get out your planner, you write those down. These are PowerPoints for each of your signs and what is happening. We're going to be doing a general forecast for the year 2017, the biggest major shifts in your chart and where to watch for. So we just came out of this new moon and a Capricorn. We're finishing the Capricorn new moon lunation. We've wrapped up Mercury retrograde. Capricorn for you, Pisces, relates to your long-term planning, groups and friendship area. So perhaps you started some new things there. You're wrapping up some things and you're able to move forward. We're coming up to a time now with this new moon where you're actually wrapping up your year to get ready to start your new moon solar eclipse new year on February 26th. So we've got a time of building for you. And of course, the beginning of the year we set our intentions, but it's the new moon and the your chart ascendant where the sun comes into the first house that actually starts your new year of personal growth. Okay, so first of all, well, of course, I want to thank you all for subscribing to my channel, and also if you'd like to reach out to me on Instagram, there's a page there, and you can get more daily information and watch a storyboard. I have a KK Astrology Facebook page as well where things get posted. So let's get on with what's going on for the year ahead. First, we have to look at Saturn. Saturn is the structure, it is the school teacher, it is the professor of the chart. What's going on, you have to pay attention to. You must be learning lessons here. If you do the work that's required, you get all of the goodies, you get the good grade in that area. And where has Saturn been for you for the last at least year and a half? And through December of this coming year, 2017, it's in your work sector, the top of your chart. You're working hard. Saturn is heavy and it's cold. It requires sleep. It requires rejuvenation because it is heavy and it makes you work. It is responsibility. It makes you show up. Show up to the public because this is your public image. This is where you are most visible. So perhaps you are there's either difficulty with your career or you're working really hard and you're getting to a pinnacle of your career, what you studied for, and you're bringing forward now. This is about 14 years ago, all the work that you did when Saturn was down at the bottom of your chart and now going to the top of your chart. So this is the growth that you've seen since, let's say, 2003, would that be 14? 2002, 2003, when Saturn was going through Gemini. I remember those times as well. And he was even back as far as 2001. I know Saturn was in Gemini. However, so let's move on. So that's where Saturn is in your chart. You are working hard. You're getting your career figured out. When it actually leaves the area that it's been in teaching you, then you get greater goodies during that time. You kind of get it all sorted out and you get your final report card. This is going to happen in October of, in December of 2017 coming up. Now Saturn is in a beautiful trine though with the fire sign Leo, where the eclipses are, where the full moon is, where the new moon eclipse is going to be in August, where the full moon is on February the 10th. This is a fire trine where Uranus is, and this is helping you because Uranus is in your second house, and the full moon lunar eclipse and the new moon and then the nodes are in your 6th and 12th. So Uranus in your 6th house, and not Uranus, the lunar eclipse in your 6th house and then the new moon, this is about your job, your daily life, your routine, everything that's going on with your health, and you're going to be seeing how you're doing. So the eclipses moving into this area are going to give light. If you have not been taking care of yourself, you are going to get some notice. What do eclipses do? They put you on notice. They put you on high alert. They make you sit up and take notice. Things come to our attention that we must see so that we can redirect, maybe restructure, reorganize certain areas. There's a sense of liberation. If something leaves during the eclipse time, that it's a time, it's a natural ending for whatever that represents. Okay, so it can be a time of actual illness if you're not taking care of yourself, where you actually have to take some time off, whether that be at home or in the hospital recovering. 12th house is recuperation. 6th house is your health and your workout routine and everything that you're doing. So let's check where you are with all of that. A lot of us start new year goals around our health and eating and all of that at the beginning of the year. So perhaps you've done that, and you just want to make sure that you're taking good notice to all of that. Secrets can come out during anything that was hidden. Something comes to glaring light so that you see the truth, and we need to see the truth so that we can make decisions to move on. During eclipse time, and one of the big eclipse times is going to be from February 10th to the week of the 26th when that is, and the week after. It's a little turbulent time because we have shifting information. These eclipses they're unleashing the nodal points in the ecliptic, and so the energy around this time is different than normal new and full moons. I'm just breaking this down in simple terms. So we may want to refrain from making big decisions during this time until things are settled a little bit. But things will come up so that you can move forward with all the knowledge that you need. And Pisces, this is your last solar eclipse on the 26th. So if you're born 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, around this time, this is a big time for you. Changes in your life. Okay? The next thing we like to look at, like I just said, the eclipses. So that's here. And the nodal points, they go from 6 to 12. That'll stay there for the next about year and a half. And then they're going to shift again into Pisces and Capricorn. And that's going to light up different areas. So the other big notice this year is that Venus is going retrograde. And Venus is going to be retrograding in your second house of cash flow. Okay, this is good. Every time Venus retrogrades, she sets up about a year and a half of this big cycle. We are at the Venus wholeness right now. If you watch my videos every Monday, the weekly video gives in detail a little bit more. These are directed toward you, but what's coming up in your second house of money has to do with Venus being retrograde. Venus, when it goes retrograde, it is closest to Earth when it meets the Sun at that midway point. But it is about taking things inside. And Aries is about, what do I need? The last Venus retrograde was in Leo. Leo is all about our heart energy, our creative source, getting into that passionate part of who we are and what we need. And for you and for all of us, we're celebrating what we were able to bring out at this point. And celebrate, you should, for whatever you were able to bring out and show humanity about who you are, why you're here, put it together. And now we have the support to go further into our intentions of what we came here for, our authenticity, our brilliance, our unique brilliance to move forward. Because this year, 2017, converts to a 1 year. Ones are very linked to both Leo, Mars, so fire stuff definitely, and Uranus. Uranus is in the fire sign of Aries, the first fire sign. So you'll find that this year, and Aries is accentuated because it's opposing Jupiter in the sky, and that second opposition is going to happen on March the 2nd. The first one happened at the end of last year, the day after Christmas, Hanukkah. So it's this expansion, but keeping in mind relationships, diplomacy, all of that. So Venus retrograde, it's a time to go within. This is not about changing your wardrobe, getting plastic surgery to look better and to feel better, buying more stuff. Stuff is not going to help you. This is about radiating from within, to radiate beauty, love, self-love, working on yourself in intentions of your strengths, intentions of your self-esteem statements, what you're good at. If it's regarding relationships that you want to bring into your life, who you are now, where you see yourself going, and who is that person that's going to fit into your world. So there's a lot of inner work that's being done. It's a perfect time during the retrograde period from March 4th to April the 15th to reevaluate those relationships, or if you're not in one, to get ready to go out. Yours is in the second house, Pisces. So this is definitely important for your sense of self-esteem, because this is self-worth. Second house is a natural house of Taurus. Taurus rules money and our values, personal values. So you're going to be looking at how you're making money, going about making money, what you can do to make money, triggering all of those great qualities that you have. So those are the big things going forward in 2017. Now let's get on with your reading, for your general reading for the month. Now make sure you're reading your rising sign as well as your sun sign. Now a private consultation with me, you can email me and I'll remind you later, but that brings in all of your personal planets, all of the planets that make you up. Your chart is your own natal chart. The moment you were born is the most unique thing about you being born on that day. It's a mathematical mess of what we have going on here. So I can help you directly take these energies and make note of them against your personal planets. Okay, so on January 27th, we have a new moon in your 12th house. 12th house is about preparation. So Pisces, you're still in preparation mode a bit. And so don't worry, you're still working on some things behind the scenes, because your new birthday month will start, birthday year will start on February 26th. And on February 28th, we've got, not only do we have Mars moving into your second house of cash flow, so you're going to be working harder to make money, or you're going to have expenditures come up that you didn't expect. So it's about making money and spending money. But just know that, if something comes up that you have to spend money on, if you've been getting things together, that it just has to be that way. So Mercury also gets back to 15 degrees of Capricorn in your 11th house, where it went retrograde. This is a powerful point because Mars and Pluto came together at 15 degrees of Capricorn October the 19th. This is a power point. These are two very powerful planets. When they come together, we set a seed of intention of moving powerfully in new directions that will help us transform. Well, Mars is going to get to first quarter of this point on February 22nd. So we'll be reminded of this energy. But as of, we get reminded as this point is triggered. So January 29th, Mercury and Pluto come together in your 11th house of long-term goals, friendships. This is a powerful point of planning and focus for the future. It can be about obsessive thoughts. Keep it out of that realm. The mind can make up many things. Don't allow it to go in that direction. Use this for focused planning of goals to go forward with. It's excellent timing. And February the 3rd, we have first quarter. So first quarter moon is when we take a step out, similar to the energy of Cancer, having the courage to take a step out and make things happen from whatever you planted the seeds of. Maybe you just need more time, more sleep at home. Maybe you're just behind the scenes working on stuff. You're taking a step out at this time. Venus now moves into your second house of money, cash flow. That's great. That's now both Venus and Mars are there. Venus brings you the goodies wherever it goes. It's sweeter. So you're going to have opportunities to make more money, and you'll also have better feelings about yourself and sense of self-esteem. So take hold of this and go forward with that. February the 6th or 8th. Let me just check this date here. It is the 6th. I can't read my own writing. February the 6th, we've got Jupiter, which is your secondary ruler. You have two rulers, Jupiter and Neptune. Neptune is in its own sign of Pisces, in your sign, and it's happy there. It's helping you to be even more Piscean than ever, compassionate, caring, a visionary. You know, Albert Einstein was a terrific Pisces with lots of Aquarian type notes, so they gave him that interesting brilliance, the mad scientist kind of you know, feeling. Your ruler, Jupiter, also in Libra. Okay, Libra is stationed to go retrograde. It's going to back up until June 5th or 6th, and then it's going to go direct again. So that Jupiter is in your 8th house. You have got support. You've got protection in money from other people, opportunities from other people, anything around your finances that you owe, your investments. So it is also in sextile to Saturn up in your 10th house of career, and this full moon eclipse on the 10th that's coming in Leo in your 6th house. So actually you're quite supported with work and career. So take note of that. It is an opportunity angle, however. Opportunity requires you to participate in the action. All right, so that's why making notes and kind of knowing what's coming up allows you to recognize an opportunity and to go, oh, yes, and I am lucky and I deserve this, and this is an opportunity and I'm going to take a chance on it. And regardless, when something good or bad happens, whatever it is, I mean, when something bad or there's a challenge, it's not necessarily bad. It could be or it could not be, because out of every challenge, inward lies opportunity. Inward lies what, you know, just have this vision that the universe is supporting you and things are happening for a reason. Loss is part of life, as is creation. So we're constantly in flux that way. It is always our mindset that drives everything. So if there's one thing that we can all do in 2017 is to adjust our mindset. One of the easiest things to do when it starts to turn into a little turbulence, breath work with meditation, or, because I'm active, a lot of fire, go outside, get into nature, do a walk, and readjust. Okay, so this is your ruler, and coming up right after that is going to go into Scorpio in your 9th house, expanding your travel, long distance travel, your experience with foreigners, and possibly learning new things, going back to school, getting new certifications in areas after October the 10th. You have that to look forward to this year. February the 10th, we have a lunar eclipse in your 6th house in Leo. Okay, so the 6th house has to do, like I said, with your health, your routine, work. So whatever you've been working on, let me just take a look if there's something else that I need to tell you here. In the 6, well, it's definitely, it's about health. It's awareness about your restrictions, about your daily routine, making changes about that. So just be noted, and this has already come up because eclipses always trigger like 3 months in advance. So you kind of know this. Take care of your health. Get your routine adjusted that makes you healthy and creates the abundance that you want in your daily life. Self-care is all about self-direction. Self-care is, you know, what makes you feel relaxed. It makes you feel more alive and enthusiastic and rejuvenated. Okay, let's move forward here. February the 18th, we have a last quarter moon. Last quarter is similar to Capricorn. It's about accomplishment. We take note of all that's come up during the lunation. We make adjustments and we move forward. The moon also moves into, the sun also moves into your sign that day. So February 18th is a big day for you. It moves into your 1st house and you come out of the closet. And so this is when you're starting your new year. The energy's in your sign. And we're moving forward. February 22nd, Mars squares to Pluto. powerful transformation. So this is you taking a step out toward changing the foundations that have been known. And because Pluto's in your 11th house, dealing with goals and friends, your long-term goals, you're taking a step out in that direction. It may deal with money because it's your second house, investments, or it has to do with you readjusting your self-esteem issues that match up with your long-term goals. So it's friends and long-term goals in relationship to money and self-esteem, how those relate. Squares always create action, gets you into a project. And if you're born around February 22nd, then your year is going to be noted by this. So it's a big year for you also because there's an eclipse not too far on the horizon. We have February 26th, a solar eclipse. This is the last solar eclipse in Pisces. Mars is joined with Uranus this day. This is sudden. This is similar to Patriots Day, the Boston Massacre, the Boston Marathon bombing. So this is sudden. Now in the world it can represent bombing, but in your life it's action toward authentic movement. You've got Uranus in the second house, so you may find that you have something sudden come up that you have to spend money on, or you take a chance and spend some money suddenly. Take note there. These are Mercury days. Write these down. These are for planning in your journal. February 6th, we've got sextile to Mars. So that has to do with money there. And Mercury is behind the scenes for you because Mercury on February the 7th goes into your 12th house. So you're planning behind the scenes. So Mars on the 16th, your second house, the 20th, you've got Uranus also in your second house. So this has to do with what's going on with the money stuff. The 22nd, you're going to have that Mars square Pluto, so you know lots of action is going on in your second house. The 21st, it's going to be making notations with your 8th house Mercury, so there's something regarding your investments, your funding. And the 23rd, it's sextile to Saturn up in your 10th house. There is a opportunity on the 23rd. So these things are kind of coming together. And then Mercury on the 25th, we're backing up now. This is before the solar eclipse. Mercury goes into Pisces, your first house. It becomes about you personally. Mercury is the thoughts and thinking about what do I want? What's my self-development? Where am I going? It's about me. Okay, Pisces. Well, you know, I also give some information on different crystals to get into the energy. I've been wearing this obsidian bracelet. Love 13. Heather Wells makes these. They're beautiful designs. Obsidian is a great grounding stone, protection. It represents the root chakra. It also represents Saturn. Saturn is strong for you right now, up in your 10th house. And, you know, for all of us, this is really great. It's a grounding protection stone. Brown jasper, also good. Garnet, also good. Essential oils. Some of my favorite for opening up emotionally. Lavender, ylang ylang. Frankincense, rose, beautiful for that. Visionary, again, frankincense. Frankincense is also excellent for your health if you've got inflammation or any parts of your body that have any, you know, if you take a thermography and you see where action's going on, it's great to utilize frankincense in that area. Angelica, elemi, palmarosa, visionary thoughts. Your Aquarius is about imagination, invention, mental powers, getting outside the box and breaking the mold. So this is the month that we start, and you have your new moon solar eclipse February 26th, knocking your socks off in your first house. This is going to be a great year, Pisces. Make sure you mind your health, okay? And make sure you take all these notes down in your journal. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Reach out to me, kk@kkastrology.com for personal coaching, success coaching packages.